Warm welcome. It is Saturday evening. I thought we'll make it special. Special with our book club leader, Garima Sinha. She's right there waiting to join us all and sharing about her dreams. She's a small town woman, a woman from Lucknow, who came into big cities and has made a lot of her financial dreams possible. Today I'm bringing her with a lot of love this weekend so that she can inspire you to take charge of your finances. So Garima, are you around? I'm just waiting for you to join. And others, all of you who've joined me, please type in hi. Allow me to know you. Allow me to know that you are here. Okay, let's see. I can. Hey Garima, hi Pooja. Garima, can you see I've accepted your request? Yes, here comes Garima, guys. Hi Garima, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. So, warm welcome this beautiful Saturday evening with us. Thank you for taking our time.
Thank you for having this conversation, I think. And thank you everybody who's joined also.
Yeah. Saturday evening celebrations have begun.
They have, for sure. They have. Although this is just Saturday news, but
Got it. So Garima, please share a bit about yourself.
okay, so some of you know me, Priyanka, you know me. I'm Garima, and as Priyanka introduced, I am from Lucknow, born, brought up completely, educated in Lucknow. I have my parents still in Lucknow, so I keep visiting them. I have a younger brother back, and I have a son. That's the family that I have. And back home, one of the things that always as a child excited me was, Delhi jana hai, Bombay jana hai, the dreams of a Lucknow girl, which a lot of women still have, quite honestly, when they're not able to step out. So I was educated there. I decided to move out. My parents supported me to move out also. I think we all had our apprehensions that, whether you'll survive or not, you'll survive. But I started my first job in New Delhi. I still remember staying in a PG with 6 girls. And that was a dream come true for me back then, right? That was a small girl's dream to live by herself. Until date, I believe everybody should live on their own once, at least in their life. And then, I started working, got a chance to move out of Delhi and out of India as well. But after everything was said and done, I came back to India because this is where I wanted to be, closer to my parents. So that's about me. And bachpan se hi, I think we are the generation which has seen a transition from 2 hours television to a 24/7 television, right? So in the period when it used to be 2 hour celebration, we have all had, our hobbies. And I particularly enjoyed reading books because my grandfather introduced them to me. And I think the books made me travel the world, of course. The books made me learn new things as well. So I think I was always excited about books. And being the elder daughter, I did not have a younger sibling. My younger brother is 8 years younger to me. So, for the time period when I was by myself, books were my best friends. They still are. So that's how, I held on to books. And even when I was
and before you go any further with the more love on books, I want you to now direct yourself to some money life. So how about you sharing about some challenges that you've overcome with money? Yeah, go ahead, Garima.
I think all of us have, still have. I'm not going to lie about it. This is not a platform where I want to fake it. But I think we've all had. I had my share of challenges. As somebody who started working, of course, there were temptations that, oh, I have to buy this, I have to buy that, without realizing that, if you spend everything, you're going to be left with nothing. But done those mistakes as well. And for a long time, paid the price for it also. Um, and I think the biggest wake-up call, I think the only wake-up call I got, a serious wake-up call, was when I was going through my separation. Um, so this is about back in 2011 or something. So it's like 10 years ago. I was going through my separation, and that's when I realized that, you know what, I need to I need to know where my money is. Where is it going? What am I doing with it, right? Because even though I was working, and I've been working throughout, but socially, men always manage the money. So in my case as well, you know, while I was working, I was earning, but, you know, eventually my then husband would decide what is to be done or what not is to be done. But then that day, I just realized that, you know, if I don't take charge of my finances, then, you know, life is going to be tougher than what it will be for a single mother, any which ways. So that's when I thought I have to start thinking about money. And then I did what I did. You know, you take LIC, you take this policy, you go to the bank. So I love my relationship manager, right? The guys and girls are wonderful, but, you know, they are all selling. So you do everything for your money life, but then you still don't know whether it is secured or not. So yeah, that was it. And then when my son was around in grade 2, I realized that, you know, cost of education is not going to reduce. I needed a control. You know, the bank manager doesn't need to control. My CA doesn't need to control. My you know, family doesn't need to control. I need to take charge of it. So that was a wake-up call when I frantically searched for, you know, something that can teach me. So one thing, Priyanka, is that, you know, I've always realized that I'm a learner, and I encourage everybody to continue to learn, you know, in anything, you know. So I remember frantically searching and connecting with Women on Wealth. So since then the association is on, and I'm very happy about it, actually.
Got it. And what has altered in your personal money life before we move to the book club and your leadership in the book club? I want, you know, you to share what has altered in your money life since then.
So if it helps, I was always very scared of looking at a bank statement or the credit card statement for the longest time, okay? Because you never know where it is going. And, you know, I didn't want to go down to that guilt road, because I would only get this more depressed, and then, you know, you don't feel good about it, right? And by God's grace, you know, and I think my parents supported me enough to pick up a job and everything. But then you need to know. So I think that was the biggest thing. And then today, I realized that, you know, even what we call luxuries, or what people say that, you know, budgeting is boring, mat karo yaar, kuch nahi bachega. I realize it's not so. I mean, even if you want to budget, you want to plan a facial for yourself, go budget it, plan for it, right? There's nothing wrong with it. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you have made a informed decision based on some logic, which is very simple, I think you can do whatever you want to do. It's not like building a rocket for NASA, right? You just need to know how investment works and know your risk appetite, and then go about it. So at least today I'm confident doing that much, and not repeating the past mistakes, of course. But yeah, that's I'm a confident person.
Got it. So other than your love for books, why book club?
So Priyanka, I think most of us, we believe that I believe, sorry, you have to join a particular college or a course to learn something, right? Um, but gradually when we start working, or, you know, when we grow up, quote unquote, somewhere we have limited time, somewhere the courses are expensive, uh, somewhere there's not much encouragement for somebody to pursue a particular course. So I realized that books are a great way to upskill yourself continuously, right? You can improve your creativity if you read some good classics. You can improve your personal life by reading some good books. I'm not talking about all the self-help guru books but you can learn so much about your relationship with a lot of people, a lot of things, including money, through books. And I picked up, therefore, book club because I realized I can continue to upskill myself rather than limiting myself to a course. So I think that was the main motivation, continually just upskilling yourself.
Got it. And why lead the book club? You are a leader for the book club. Why lead it? So got it. The love for reading, learning, moving ahead in life. You're somebody who's so pro growth. Well, why lead it?
I see. I realize if I don't do it, maybe there is somebody else who can, who needs the same push that I can give. And I enjoy the company of our, women who are part of the book club. And so I decided, what, I don't have to wait for, maybe somebody like you or somebody else to decide on it. Let's just take charge and set a tone for it. Why not? Because if I love reading, it gives me the freedom to pick up books. I have a great company of women for that 1 hour, which I personally call the self-care ritual. And most importantly, Priyanka, I will be honest, I did it because if I don't do it, children learn by seeing. If I don't do it, then I'm not going to be able to teach my child as well. So he needs to pick up from what I'm doing, not by what I'm telling him. And they're two different things. So that's why I decided to just lead the book club. And we have a great library. We have a great group. Why not? And I
Got it. So what is possible for women who are joining you inside of your leadership? What is possible for them? Of course, I can see inspiring their children that you've said.
Yes.
Building their financial confidence, that's another thing you've said. Being in a company of some beautiful women who are readers.
Yes. So Priyanka, like I said, there are times when the group that we have, and if I go back at my own self, right, maybe if I would not have stepped out to pick up my first job, my life would have been very different, right? But I would have had those dreams still, right? Not knowing how to convert them probably into a reality. So I think it's a very good place for women to start engaging with themselves. It's very important for women to spend time with themselves, to understand themselves before we expect something from anybody else. I think the book club, therefore, gives you the space, the safe space to come, not only read, discuss, share personal experiences. For example, the last book that we just finished Atomic Habit by James Clear. It's an amazing book. We have read it twice already. It was wonderful to see, women putting it into action, setting up good habits. Like, we have women who have taken up yoga. We have women who have taken up reading as a habit. We have women who have taken up self-care as a habit, right? If you're neglecting yourself. So the community comes together to help you build what you want to do. The combined experience, Priyanka, that is there in that group, is more than, I think, for 200 years worth of experience that is sitting in that group. And the experience that each person carries also helps young women and women like me to maybe pick up one or two things which probably nobody will tell you about. And I'm not talking about negative things, right? I mean, I'm talking about all good things of life, that you should take care of yourself, etc., etc. So I think books are a very good place for women to step into taking charge of their life. And anybody, and I'm not talking about women only from the big towns like, Delhi, Bombay, etc. I'm talking about, we have people coming from small towns as well because they want to start learning something. So that's why I believe that, you want to start your learning journey, just pick up a book. You want a supportive community, join the book club. And other than that, Priyanka, we do a lot of activities as well. We don't just stick to money books. We pick up personal skills books as well. For women who are working, we are picking up some good books so that, they can go back with a lot of confidence. And we are about to start a new book as well. So I would invite everybody who is here to join in the new book that we're going to be
Got
starting
it.
from
So
next.
please share what is this new book that you're starting this Sunday, next Sunday? Yeah, go ahead.
So I wish my hard copy would have come. I would have shown you, but it is a book called Money Wise by Deepak Shenoy, and it's a very simple book. I would say simple because it is implementable, right? So all the books that we have read, they are not just theory. This is a book which will help you implement some of the basic habits and help you understand some of the jargon in a very simplified manner. So it's a 200-pager book. So I'm hoping that, we will be able to put in some habits which we are missing out on, or, how to plan for retirement, how to, plan for future education or expenses. So it's a very practical book, simplified, less jargon. So I'm much looking forward to it. It's called, I'll just repeat the name. It's Money Wise by Deepak Shenoy, and we're starting next Sunday.
Got it. Got it. So how does the book club function, Garima? Like, you read every Sunday. There's a chat group. What could you share more?
Sure. So every Sunday, 4 to 5, and considering it is summers, I'm hoping everybody would be sitting at home with the lemonade. So join us. So from 4 to 5 every Sunday we read. We have our Zoom link. We do it online because, of course, it's difficult. We have women from all over the world. So we read, we discuss. It's not just plain reading. We read a portion, we discuss, we clear our doubts, we share our experiences, and then we continue to read. If there's any takeaway, which most of our books would have, we take the week to put those takeaways into action. And we have a very controlled WhatsApp group as well, so where we share what we've done. If there are any questions, we post those questions as well. And then the next Sunday we meet up again and we read together. The idea is to read together so that nobody's left behind, right? So that's the whole way. And yes, if you want to join, just ping me or ping Priyanka on Insta, and we can help you join as well.
Got it. So do people need to pay? What's the fee like?
Yes. Thanks for asking. So it is an annual fee. We've kept it nominal. It is priced at 3,600 per annum. So from the day that you join, for next 12 months, you have access to the ebooks in our library, and you can read it with us. If you want, you can access the library on your phone or on laptop or your iPad or tablet, anything. And you also have access to, of course, the WhatsApp community support that we have. Other than that, you also get access to some of the key articles that we also discuss sometimes, from ET Wealth especially. And actually, tomorrow we are going to be discussing a very interesting article as well. So if anybody joins in tomorrow, you are in for a good discussion on stocks and spouses, actually. That's a fun article. Yeah, that's quite interesting, but let's see. So yes, it's an annual fee of 3,600, and you get access to our library. You get access to our WhatsApp group. And any event that we do, for example, a couple of months ago, we had one of the famous authors as well, Miss Monica Halan, also join us for a session for an evening with her. So in future, if there are any such events that happen, the members, of course, get the first seat. So those are some of the, benefits of joining the book club.
Got it, Garima. So thank you so much for sharing all this. And hey guys, seems like a fun place to be. You may want to come read money books. Just 3,600 for a full year. How many books do you end up reading in a year, Garima?
So Priyanka, we are not a book club which decides to read 52 books in 52 weeks, right? We don't want to do that. So we are targeting close to around 5 to 6 books a year. That's what we did last time. And same this year. So 5 to 6 books with takeaways, so that after the book, we know that we are a better person. That 1% improvement should be there.
Got it, Garima. And Lydia is leaving a comment for you. She's saying, Garima, you are beautiful, motivating, and an inspirational leader.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think all of you Lydia is part of our book club actually. So thank you so much, Lydia, for being here. I think all of us make the book club what it is, and it's a very inspiring gang of women.
Got it, got it. So on that note, we're closing this live with the inspiring gang of women. Any last thoughts, Garima, before we close?
Please don't hesitate and encourage. In fact, I'll just share, one of our, a couple of our readers actually ended up, introducing it to their nieces as well, because we realize that, younger women need to be introduced to such things at the start of their career. So, feel free to encourage the young women in your life and yourself as well. That 1 hour, trust me, it's going to be absolutely worth it. Yes.
Got that, got that. So here it is to many, many financially successful women like Garima who are moving ahead. They're really breaking their barriers. If they can, so can you guys. So take some inspiration, follow the footsteps, and here you have, like we said, a very inspirational leader. So yeah, join her for your financial success. That's what I would like to leave you with. So thank you so much, Garima, for coming in. I look forward to every Saturday with more and more value for our viewers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for live. And we'll catch up tomorrow, of course, during the day. Take care, everyone.
So DM us, guys, if you want to join the book club. The meeting is happening tomorrow, 4 p.m. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Thank you, Garima. Take care. Good night. Bye-bye.